dumbass bitches don't know shit.
Oh,
Shit.
Okay. Don't listen to him.
No.
Fat girl,
Hey.
fat girl. Yeah, what? What, bitch?
What, bitch? Come here, say
Put me
something.
on. Go.
Say something about Mexicans. Say something about them.
Oh, Mexicans.
No, exactly.
Oh, we
no,
can get
say
in a
something,
rabbit
you
hole.
Hitler.
Let's
You
not
want
dive
me to
down
know
a
Say
rabbit hole.
something.
You
You
want
ugly
to know-
motherfucker. That's why you came
You want to know
to us
something about
Mexicans.
Mexicans?
Yeah, say something.
You goddamn beaners should be sliced at the throat at the border. We should slice you goddamn beaners at the throat. You want to know why? Come here. Bring the camera.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, bring the
I'm
camera
listening.
in. Bring the camera in.
Yeah, I'm
You
listening.
want to know why you goddamn beaners should be sliced at the throat? Listen, because you guys are goddamn border hopper niggers.
What?
Right?
Don't listen to him.
What's
¿Qué
your
onda,
name?
friends? Victor Manuel Germán here with On Golf to report that young man, and I say young man because it's something I want to touch on a little bit later, but he is fucking disgusting and a complete idiot. Somewhat similar to a certain individual in the White House right now who shares this same hate towards a certain group of humans, simply put. This happened at the Waste Management Open. We're at the end of February. This has been weeks ago, but I recently came across this on YouTube. TYT Sports with Rick Strom reported on this, and ever since then there have been a number of individuals on Instagram and TikTok who have followed up on the story. Haven't been able to find the original post, but it is something that I do want to share my thoughts on. Simply because, you know, I am involved with the Phoenix golfing community. I am Mexican American, and there's currently a mass deportation effort headed by the current administration targeting undocumented Mexican immigrants. And, you know, there are a number of aspects to this that I want to touch on, and hopefully I'm able to do it all in one take, you know, be able to kind of put everything together. Because this is important, and what was said is definitely a big deal. It's not something that, you know, oh, we're making it a big deal. You know, whether you be on the left or the right here, this is a major, you know, this is something that is currently happening. And luckily, these ladies were able to get this all on video, and it is very much appreciated that they posted this, because this has to be seen and exposed. And so with that, the first thoughts that I had originally was just the feelings that these ladies shouldn't have experienced, especially here at the Phoenix Waste Management Open. Just having someone come up to you and spew this hateful language just filled with graphic, violent imagery of what he feels should be done to immigrants at the border. Fortunately, this did not, you know, escalate into something violent, but this did remind me of what occurred at a Walmart in El Paso in 2019, where there was a mass shooting and over 20 individuals were gunned down by a certain you know, individual who felt he needed to act on this hateful rhetoric towards undocumented Mexican immigrants. You know, something that was pushed by, you know, the Trump administration at that time, being that they're criminals, being that they're depleting resources, and that is not the case, you know, at all. You know, it's misinformation. You know, as far as crime being committed by undocumented immigrants, it's very minimal, and there are bigger fish to fry. Honestly, like, just look into it, and that's something, you know, we could touch on a little bit later. And again, with this platform on golf, we want to encourage dialogue and understanding. So if you guys want to talk about it, let's do it. You know, we can definitely get into it. But with this clip, you know, it's one of those where, why did this individual feel confident enough to say what he said in public? And it's one of those where I want to touch back on the comment I made of him being a young man. And it is something that I have noticed that a number of young golfers have or did vote for the current president in the recent election. And I feel a lot of it has to do with what they see on social media, with well-known golf professionals and well-known golf content creators accepting medals, creating golf content, and taking photos with this current president. And there's no excuse to that, and it's something that I feel like I need to bring to light because it's something that's not being talked about. And when I see it in the comments, it's like, oh, these libtards are getting so upset over nothing. It's like, no, it is a big deal. Again, like it's something where people's lives are at stake. It's only a matter of time, and I don't know how else to put it, because there have been other instances other than the El Paso Walmart shooting where people have lost their lives because of the hateful rhetoric that is spread by politicians, and unfortunately the main politician, right? The president of the United States. And so I've grown up on, you are the company you keep. And so if this younger generation is looking at content on social media and seeing that these individuals find it okay, acceptable to associate with someone who is just filled with this hateful rhetoric, then there's no excuse. And they have, when I say they, I'm talking about the golfers themselves and the content creators. They have teams that advise them, hey, you know what, this guy's a polarizing individual, and maybe you shouldn't do this, right? So that's where I get angry and I get upset, and that's where I want to make sure that this is getting through, and hopefully we're able to discuss this and continue the discussion on this, because with On Golf, we're all about spreading love, awareness, encouraging dialogue and understanding, and embracing community, because what I see in golf is the true beauty of it, the potential that it has to bring people together, and that's what we encourage here. And I want to make sure that when we're talking about growing the game of golf, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it more inclusive, more accessible to individuals out there, and be able to do it in a positive way. So with that being said, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, I definitely want to continue this discussion. So if there's anything you feel like I misrepresented, definitely let me know. I'm open to discussion and further conversation on that. But until next time, ask yourself, are you on? Peace. Love.